everyone, on today's episode of Huber Hype, we're not giving Telltale a hard time anymore. Hello, and today we are talking about Telltale games because I'm on some weird crusade to get through all of these games. I don't know what sparked it. I don't know why it happened. I don't know how it happened, but I have been burning through one Telltale game after another, and I cannot stop. It's like liquid crack in my veins. I'm fiending it. I need more. I'm selling all my games to buy Telltale games. Let's get started. So especially after Life is Strange and the lukewarm reception that Game of Thrones had, I think, coming off of The Walking Dead's, say that is like Telltale's peak. They were up here, and I feel like right now, they're getting a lot of heat. Telltale's getting a lot of flack. They're just cranking out these licensed games, and I think it doesn't help that these are properties that are so just ingrained in pop culture. It's like we look up and we see Walking Dead. We see Game of Thrones. We even see Borderlands. It's just like pushing it down our throat. But there's a lot of things I love about these games. For one, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure novel. I had this old Indiana Jones... You know what? Thinking about that right now, off topic right now, Telltale, Indiana Jones style. You're freaking Harrison Ford early days, choosing which way to go. Okay, back on track. I had this old Indiana Jones Choose Your Own Adventure book, and I used to read this thing just over and over, but the more I read it, the more it buckled under the weight of observation. And I think the more you analyze these games and the more you go back and replay them and do the other choices, the more they crack, they falter. When you peel back that curtain, they don't hold up. So I really think these games are designed for one continuous playthrough, and that's it. One and done. Now, Walking Dead Season 2 got a lot of criticism, and I went in with lower expectations because of some of the reviews I had seen, because people said it wasn't as good as Season 1. And I think there's something powerful about importing your save from a previous game. An entire game's worth of choices put into this new game, like where you start kind of depends on what you had done in the past. And Season 2 didn't really take full advantage of that, and I would love to see that taken to the next level, like Walking Dead Season 3 or Wolf Among Us Season 2, just these, like by the time you get deeper and deeper, like I want to see Walking Dead Season 5, 2 people, completely different games. Unrecognizable differences. How awesome would that be? Another thing I love is that these games show you a different side of a universe you may love already, or a universe you despise. Take Tales from the Borderlands, okay? It's no secret, I'm not hiding it. It's in plain sight, in plain view, for all to see. I can't stand Borderlands. I can't stand its stupid humor, its meta self-awareness, its non-stop loot, its over-the-top, we have 900 million guns. Can't stand it. So I boot up Tales from the Borderlands on a recommendation from my good friend Kyle Bossman. And to my surprise, this is a completely different way to look at this universe. When you play Borderlands 1 and 2 or pre-sequel or whatever, you are these ruthless vault hunters just going in to kill, level up, collect loot, and so be it. Tales from the Borderlands just has so much nuance to it, and every time you boot one of these games up, it's like this is a game defined by your choices. It tailors to your opinion, and what you choose defines your game, or however eloquently they so say it. And Tales from the Borderlands is unique because you have two protagonists, and that is something special. That is something awesome that sets it apart from the rest of the other games, is when you are controlling one protagonist, talking to your other protagonist, and you are dictating what they say to essentially you. So you are kind of controlling how they interact with each other, and I just love that about that game. That was my favorite thing, was kind of their relationship, and it was like, is it me? Is it her? I am her, I am him. It was crazy. Last is my personal favorite of the bunch, The Wolf Among Us. So I have read Fables in the past. I have like the first 6 or 7 volumes or so, but this game is a prequel to all that. And I think this game is so perfect for what Telltale does because you are a sheriff, because you are a detective, because you are the big bad wolf investigating clues. And that's kind of how all these games are set up to begin with. You are adventuring through and picking people's brains and finding clues and interrogating people. You know, Tales from the Borderlands is a little more action-oriented than the previous ones. Walking Dead is more survival. It is about who you can trust. And The Wolf Among Us is about suspecting people. It's about interrogating them. And there's just something so intimate and immediate about these games, the sense of urgency, how high stakes they are. That meter is ticking down. You only have a couple seconds to choose what you want to say, and once you do, there's no going back. Checkpoint, saved game. I mean, you can replay it, of course, but I really think going through in one go creates this high stakes, meaningful tension. So that's it. Telltale Games, high stakes, meaningful choices when they give you that platinum trophy that is symbolizing the end. I mean, they reward you with a platinum trophy for just finishing the game. It's like, you are done. That platinum trophy symbolizes 100% completion. There's no reason to go back. There's no reason to pick it up again unless you are literally a fanatic. There were no right or wrong choices. It was your decision. It was your story. You made it happen. The game is done. It's complete. And all you can do is wait for next season to continue the journey you made happen. Don't have official comments this week, but I have a bunch of tweets from people that were getting excited, getting hyped on Riptide GP2. We've got, side note, Ravenspawn put in 426 hours into Star Ocean The Last Hope International Edition and got the Platinum Trophy. That is some dedication. Also, P-Snow got Onimusha 1 and 2. Enjoy those. But back to Riptide. Hank the Tank coming in with the Platinum Trophy. Well done. Hell of a game. We got Justin Thompson. He's playing Riptide. We got Bakum Fortsu wanted to recommend Splashdown on PlayStation 2. Said if you're hyped on Riptide GP2, check out Splashdown. I'm gonna give it a go. And we also have Jim Owen 6846 pulled the trigger. Pro tips? ? Save up for that good, sick jet ski and dominate the competition. Leave them in your wake. And that's it. Just a bunch of hype on Riptide GP2. Hell of a game. Just want to thank Kyle Bossman for throwing out the hidden gems left and right. Never doubt him again. Coming up on GameTrailers.com and our YouTube channel this week, we have a bombshell of a review. Check that one out. You'll get a couple good laughs. Sometimes I gotta be harsh on games, and it doesn't make me feel good about myself, but it makes me love good games more. Does that make sense? I'm at Michael P. Huber. Tweet your Telltale love or hate at me freely. I will be digesting it and eating it up. Currently going through the Game of Thrones game right now, and I'm digging it. Had a lot of hate, but I'm just eating it up. See you next time. Sorry, he was cute! So Bombshell started off as some kind of Duke Nukem spin-off, but thanks to backdoor shady lawsuits and a shit reveal trailer, the game is no more Duke Nukem associated with. So check out The Real King, Duke Nukem 3D, a masterpiece of the time, a masterpiece that still holds up today. Hail to the king, baby.